In a world where everyday life has become far too expensive, there are still a few little secrets to help you spend as little as possible. You can walk or ride a bike instead of spending money on gas. You could stop the mindless scrolling on TikTok where every single post is just a sponsored post, somebody trying to sell you something. Michaela, I'm looking at you. Or what's even better is you can save thousands of dollars a month by simply shopping on Teemu. What is marketed to the average TikTok scroller as a $3 pair of headphones or a 99-cent necklace is far more than just a bargain on your screen. It's also allegedly a death sentence. From stealing your personal information to sending out packages with bugs in them.
I just bought this on Teemu. Look at the hell. I don't know what the hell this is. This is gross.
Teemu has even been found selling children's clothing with toxic levels of heavy metals. You just don't know what outcome you're gonna get when you're gambling on the Teemu marketplace. Today, I am deep diving into the terrifying world of Teemu, and yup, you're coming along with me. So everybody, let's buckle up because this is about to be a really wild ride. So Lael, WTF is Teemu? Teemu is an online shopping marketplace that offers a variety of different products at very competitive pricing, often with the main focus on affordability, like $15 digital cameras, $30 wedding dresses, and a staggering amount of items that are sold for under $1. Teemu offers an insane array of different items such as kitchenware, clothing, cosmetics. You can even buy full-sized furniture on their website. It was originally launched in 2022, and the app itself has amassed over 500 million downloads worldwide. The company Teemu is actually based out of Boston, Massachusetts. However, they are a global e-commerce platform. They source products from tons of different sellers all over Asia, and they essentially remove the middleman, so it's like you're purchasing directly from the factory.
That's strap line really is that they're 70% cheaper than all other retailers, and you can shop like a billionaire. So everything is so cheap because it is a marketplace and the sellers buy direct from the manufacturers and sell direct to the buyers. And because they have this, they are exporting from China to the West, so very low export duties. And because everything is so cheap, they have very low import duties to the UK because they don't reach the threshold. The prices are rock bottom.
It's crazy. Like $1 for everything is crazy. It's estimated that Teemu's projected sales for 2024 is $37 billion. Billion. I can't even picture my brain how much money that is. That is a lot. All by selling some of the cheapest items I have ever seen in my life. How in the world do they do it? It's this vast amount of items that they sell at such low prices that really make Teemu such a hard bargain to pass up, especially considering society's ever-growing obsession with overspending and overconsumption. And when you use the app and you see these pop-ups, they are offering even further discounts. So it's almost like a gambling experience. Why buy one thing from Walmart for $30 when you can buy 15 different items off of Teemu for $2 each? Now, what kind of products does Teemu actually sell? Well, I actually found out about Teemu for the very first time, not only because of their ads, but there is an entire TikTok trend called the victims of Teemu. Let's just say they have some very eclectic items for sale. Chat, my grandma is a Teemu victim. It's diamond, dolphin, shower curtains, toilet cover, bath mat. You know what? If I was old and I was furnishing my apartment, I don't think there's any reason as to why I wouldn't put the most outrageous decor. Why wouldn't you? You don't want to be decorating everything in brown and white. It's so boring. Horribly random and disturbing Teemu finds. A tortilla pencil case. I heart cocktails. A lettuce blanket. Freak in the sheets, Excel spreadsheet mug. Broccoli hat. Flip-flop toe socks. Oh, crock decorations. Now the truth is they don't just sell this. I think a lot of the things that you actually find on Teemu are also equally sold on Amazon. So there are a lot of different decor items. Obviously they're showing the most outrageous things you could possibly find, but there are some useful items like this. POV, your bestie is a Teemu victim. What does she have? Is that a selfie stick? No, it's a squeegee wiper for the side mirrors of your car. I'm sorry. I could never. I already have enough junk. I could never buy that. That is just impossible. My mom is a Teemu victim. Stitch? Stitch? No, I can't. It probably comes as a set, not the stretched image. Yeah, it's literally not even good quality. And she probably got it all for 63 cents. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. It is insanity. Temu is like fast fashion on drugs, but like the strongest form of drugs that you could possibly purchase. It is crazy. You can even buy really large items from Temu, such as sheds and couches.
What did you just say? What did you say? No. I feel so TikTok. What did you just say? What did you say?
It came from Teemu.
It came from Temu. What came from Temu? The car came from Temu?
Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what came from Temu.
I don't know what it is. What is it gonna be? The car?
Where you get this from? This is not funny.
The shed is from Temu. Funny. The entire shed. That's crazy.
Bruh.
I mean, it looks well built, to be honest. Temu shed is crazy. I could live in that. Honestly, reasons why I love my Temu couch. Guys, why does it look like a high quality restoration hardware couch? Look at it. Beautiful and very comfy. Plush and soft fabric. How could you pass that up? Now, Temu has done an amazing job with creating tons of sponsored ads all over TikTok and social media, enticing you to buy. They have even gone as far as to sponsoring TikTok and social media creators to promote Temu and also give away like $100 discount codes. They're just making it harder and harder to buy, especially because these social media girlies, they know how to sell you something. They know how to show you something that looks really good.
Here are my Temu self-care must-haves to level up your bathroom. In celebration of Temu's 1-year anniversary, they're giving back to users with a discount event. So if you download the app and put in this code, you get a $100 coupon bundle to get things like this rotating display for your bathroom. I also use Teemu to restock in bulk on things like Q-tips and makeup pads for makeup removal. And I picked up some new tools like this water flosser, which is very important for nighttime, and the viral facelift device that comes with 3 light settings, and this helps with wrinkles and tightening your neck and face. I use it every night.
No, she really sold me. Like, what am I supposed to say? Good prices, $100 coupon, and she's presenting it very well. 35,000 likes on that video. That's crazy. So now you're going, Lael, life costs an arm and a leg these days. What is wrong with saving a little bit of coin and buying something for a little bit cheaper? It could really save me a lot. I'm just trying to save a bit of coin. Well, Temu isn't just selling you items online for dirt cheap. Temu is pulling you into their website for the good prices and the cheap shopping while simultaneously stealing all of your personal information. All while you're shopping for 60-cent stitch shower curtain. I had my identity stolen back in 2016 and it completely turned my life upside down. I was only 18 years old at the time. If you're thinking that something like that could never happen to you, you couldn't be more incorrect. Your personal information is more vulnerable than ever in today's digital era, and it's time to get really serious about how you can better protect yourself. We've seen an insane number of high-profile data breaches this year alone, raising serious concern about personal information security. But what's even worse is just a few months ago, National Public Data announced that it has had such a large breach that it is potentially impacting every single American. This breach compromised over 2.9 billion records used for background checks, including very important personal information such as full names, phone numbers, addresses, and dates of birth, but most importantly, social security numbers. Knowing how often these data breaches occur, there is no way I could go another day without protecting myself. Thank goodness I feel secure because I use Aura, today's incredible video sponsor. Aura monitors all of your personal data, including your very precious social security number across billions of data points, like the dark web and public court records to alert you about potential identity theft. What's even better is they provide up to $5 million in identity theft insurance in case the worst could possibly happen. I really could have used that insurance a few years ago. Aura also offers a variety of other incredible features to keep you safe online, including a VPN for secure browsing, real-time alerts for data breaches, data broker opt-out to stop companies from stealing your personal information, and even a password manager to help you create and store stronger passwords. Aura truly does it all at this point. And if you want to keep your own personal information as safe as possible, you can click the link in my description or go to aura.com/Lael Hansen to try it out for 2 weeks free. Thank you so much again to Aura for sponsoring this video. You guys just do not want to be a victim of this Temu scam, trust me. Understand how important your personal information is because you cannot just be giving it out on any random website.
If you have ever used Teemu, you could have money on your way from a class action. So they're getting hit with a lawsuit alleging the second you download their app or go into their website, they're wiretapping and getting all of your data. And they're tracking all that info through a malware that they installed, allowing access to your camera and microphone while on it, but it gets much worse than that. So the malware they created is able to track everything you do even once you leave the app or website. The code is able to track what you're doing on other applications, taking screenshots and more. The lawsuit continues on how Teemu skimped out on security measures, compromising people's financial info. The BBB, aka the Better Business Bureau, reported over 900 reports of people claiming they had unauthorized bank and credit card charges after using Teemu. And fun fact, the company that made Teemu also made an app called Pinduoduo. And that app was pulled off the Google Play Store for deploying malware and spying on its users, reading people's private messages and more. And the lawsuit states that the 100 engineers that worked on that malware for Pinduoduo also work for Teemu. Now there's still a lot to go in this class action. Nothing is set in stone yet.
How do we get the malware off? Please keep us updated on a lawsuit. I went down a big Teemu rabbit hole on Reddit and everybody was like, why does my phone get so hot when I use Teemu? I knew that they were doing other stuff behind the scenes.
Well, now dozens of plaintiffs allege TEMU has been misleading its users and accessing far more information than anyone knew. 2 class action lawsuits allege the app has an arsenal of tools to gain access to what they call literally everything on your phone.
That's weird.
Including your contacts, camera, microphone, and more. Attorney Steve Berman represents the plaintiffs in one of the lawsuits. You're alleging that TEMU is collecting text messages and photos. What proof do you have?
Various experts who have studied the TEMU application, and there's a wide consensus that it is the most dangerous app in America.
The most dangerous app in America is stealing tortilla pencil cases and lettuce blankets. I find this hard to believe. Like, this is crazy. I'm never buying from Teemu again. Apparently, whenever you make a purchase with your credit card, they save that info and share it on the black market so other people can use it. And it makes sense because my dad got money removed from his old credit card when he purchased from there. So he got a new one, and the same thing happened. My aunt with $200 removed her info. Okay, that might have been a 6-year-old writing that, but I believe her. So users have even discovered that after making purchases on Teemu, they were noticing tons of different charges on that same credit card that they were using to originally make that Teemu purchase. And yes, they're even selling people's information on the black market.
Yeah. So my bank details got sold to the black market by Teemu. I'm not fucking around right now. So they took $400, but it was in like really small portions for 2 months. So like once a day they would take out like $3. So like you don't catch on to it. And I kept getting messages from the bank I was with being like, suspicious activity. And I was just like, this is so bullshit. I'm not falling for this shit like that.
How can you not fall for this when your bank is alerting you like, bro, there are people in your account who is buying these things from God knows where?
So anyways, I got like 5 of them, just like $100 been taken out. Like, is this you? Like, you need to reply yes or no if this is you or not. And I was just like, well, it's not me, but I'm not falling for. So eventually I was like, just like to mum, I think my card's been hacked. Like, because I couldn't buy something today. Like, my card wouldn't link up, and I was like, I'm so stupid. So I call my bank, and I'm just like, hey, like, I think my card, like, can I talk to like the fraud people? Like, someone's like hacking my card. And they're like, yeah, of course. And then I talked to them, and they were like, oh God, okay, we've got 3 pages here of things that they have taken out of your account.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? My friend is excited that she's getting a tablet for free from Teemu. Like, does that not raise any red flags? I've got nothing in my bank, so even if anyone does get to my bank info, they won't be able to take anything out. This happened to another person.
Yeah. So my bank details got sold to the black market by Teemu.
She's not lying. Currently, I'm going through the same thing. I don't know if it was because of Teemu, but the situation happened right after I made some purchases from Teemu, and I was already sketched about the website, but I've heard good stuff about it. But I checked my account like last Friday. I was at $1, and I called my bank immediately. It happened like fast. I wasn't getting like monthly charges. It all happened at once, and they broke it down to like $23,
Oh
$5,
my-
$1.
This
Like,
is
it was broken down, so
horrible.
my bank didn't tell me nothing. Next thing you know, $500 gone, and I just had gotten paid. So luckily, I paid my bills, But I'm like, this is not a joke. Like, you have to be careful. And and I watch my bank closely, so.
It's so funny, all the comments being like, I've used Teemu before, it didn't happen to me. Well, thank goodness. It should not be happening to anybody. Once your information is out there, there is literally no way of getting it back. And just like your information, you really need to protect your health as well. Right after scrolling on TikTok, seeing all of those influencers trying to sell you that new Teemu gua sha or their new Teemu PJ set, you can literally see videos of real people breaking out in hives after buying products from Teemu. Yeah, Teemu products make people sick. I love Teemu clothing. Look at the rash. Wash it before putting it on. Did you wash them before putting it on? What happened to washing your clothes before putting it on? Did you wash it? Oh, guys, I don't know if washing is gonna get rid of what's inside this Teemu clothing. When I get my Teemu package and this happens immediately. Oh my, did you see that? It's just weird because it's like people claim that they open up the package and this happens to them, but I really don't think it's just like, I think it's when you come in contact with these items, like contact dermatitis. Like there's something that happens when they start touching these things, putting them on. Day 4 of Teemu giving me hives. I've been to 3 different doctors and they all have no clue. She ended up having to go on steroids to get rid of whatever that rash was that came from the Teemu package. What is the Teemu rash?
Hi, I'm Erin, and I'm pretty sure I've been accidentally poisoning myself for the last like 6 months by wearing extremely cheap earrings from a very popular online store. So one day I woke up and my eyes looked like this, and they were very painful and very red, and I went to the eye doctor and he said, I don't know, here's some eye drops. And the eye drops really helped, but I think it caused some sort of weird immune response in my body, and this rash only got way worse. And this is what I looked like for like 6 months, and it really sucked, aside from looking like Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. That part was kind of cool. It was extremely painful and very shitty, and I did everything to try to get rid of it. I changed my diet, I started feeding my cat all new food, and spent lots of money on brand new makeup, and then about a week and a half ago, I took these earrings out.
Wow.
And it went away completely. And upon further investigation, cheap metals in jewelry can actually enter your bloodstream and cause extreme reactions.
Can you believe that? Literally just cheap earrings. But then if you're wearing them for such a prolonged period of time, it can affect you.
And I think that's what I have been doing to myself for the last 6 months. So I actually really didn't capture it very well in these pictures, but it wasn't just on my eyes. It was on my ears and my lips and my chin. I had these hives all over my face. And it was on my hands too. Where
Me taking out my Shein earrings right now, that's a nickel allergy. You guys, as much as I'm laughing at this is actually incredibly dangerous because we have no idea what these cheap products are made of. And it can actually be linked to so many health concerns, especially when these products like earrings or clothes are being worn directly on your skin. Information has recently been released that many Teemu products contain a very high level of toxic ingredients and carcinogens, especially lead. Shopping at Teemu is even more dangerous for your health.
Toxic chemicals have also been found in multiple items from Teemu, and it's potentially even more dangerous than Shein. Norway tested a pair of earrings that they bought on Teemu, and these earrings came back with an extremely toxic level of the chemical, and I'm gonna butcher this, cadmium? However you say the chemical, it's a carcinogenic, meaning that it can cause harm to fertility, birth defect, alongside kidney and lung damage. The lab that did these testing recommended that the earrings be sent to a recycling center as hazardous waste. That's
You're wearing earrings and they're being known as hazardous waste?
how dangerous the level of cadmium, or however you say it, was in these earrings. But that's not all that Norway found, as they also found extremely high levels of lead in a stuffed animal puppy that they bought from Teemu. Lead is also incredibly dangerous for your health. It can once again cause birth defects, infertility, and also kidney and lung damage. The UK also found lead at 10 times the legal limit in a necklace. The UK also bought a leather jacket from Teemu, which contained a high level of antimony, which is a semi-metal, can cause issues with your lungs, stomach, and heart. And Seoul in South Korea found that a pair of sandals from Teemu contained lead that was 11 times over the legal limit. These items are so incredibly dangerous, and it's really not worth risking your health for a cheap jacket or a cheap bit of jewelry. So if any of your family or friends still shop at Shein or Teemu, maybe let them know about all the toxic chemicals that have been found at illegal levels in items from both Shein and Teemu.
What am I gonna tell my grandpa? He was so proud he bought Teemu shoes for $5. Like, he was beaming. How am I supposed to tell him that you gotta spend real money, grandpa, on real shoes?
Stop buying from Shein and Teemu. A Korean investigation found children's products contain high levels of carcinogenic and toxic chemicals. One pair of shoes contain more than 400 times the permitted levels of chemicals that have been linked to heart diseases and some cancers. In the latest round, the Korean
In kids' items. Are we okay? Like, don't give that to the children.
Korean authorities selected 8 products sold by Shein, including children's shoes, leather bags, and a belt, and it found that several contained high levels of phthalates, which is a chemical used to soften plastics. 3 other bags had more than 150 times the standard allowed. You'll notice that many of the products can be found across TEMU, AliExpress, Wish, and Shein, because they're mass-produced in southern China without safety regulations. And this includes anything plastic, synthetic, and perhaps even metal.
So Seoul officials actually conducted a massive test on AliExpress, TEMU, and Shein products, and what they found was actually staggering. And what's particularly dangerous about the tests that they did is that they conducted them on products that are directly coming in contact with your body, such as nail polish and the soles of leather sandals. Nail polish actually stays on your body for like at least a week, so this is really concerning. In the most recent inspection, 144 products from Shein, AliExpress, and TEMU were tested, and multiple products from all companies failed to meet legal standards. Just like that video we watched, shoes from Shein were found to contain significantly high levels of phthalates, chemicals used to make plastics more flexible, with one pair 229 times above the legal limit. Phthalate-based plasticizers affect reproductive functions such as sperm count reduction and can cause infertility and even premature birth. One such chemical is classified as a human carcinogen by the International Cancer Institute, so special care should be taken to avoid long-term contact with the body. These are clothes, you guys. Like, long-term contact, if you're buying clothes, you'll at least wear a shirt for a day. Now, speaking of nail polish, I don't know if you guys have ever seen those TikTok videos where girls will take Shein or TEMU nail glue and put it on the carpet, and the carpet will burn and sizzle away. Like, when the nail glue is applied to a material, it burns a hole in it. And it actually became a trend. It was so insane. I love Shein glue. Do you hear the sizzle? It's burning! Hello? I love Shein nail glue. My parents would be so mad at me if I put nail glue on the carpet. It's burning! Good thing our nails aren't carpets, right? Every glue does that. Since when? What about this one? It literally burnt her finger. And it's blistering. It is so red. Well, an 11-year-old girl suffered horrific burns after using TEMU nail glue, and she ended up requiring skin grafts because of it. While this little girl was doing her nails in the kitchen with her mom, the bottle of nail glue tipped over and began burning her hand. Her mom tried to treat the burn at home by applying a ton of cold water. The little girl ended up going to bed and waking up with extreme blisters all over her hand. You can see these pictures, but I'm gonna blur them because it is pretty horrible. After waiting 2 weeks to see if the burns would heal on their own, they didn't, and she required skin grafts. I can't even look at the pictures. It is crazy. TEMU apologized for the horrible burns by offering them a store credit. Are you kidding me? There is just no way after getting like chemical burns, I would be going back to buy more. Anything that comes in contact with your body could have huge risks. That's why it's so important to like spot test. But could you imagine if she had put this nail glue on every single one of her nails? And if this is every nail glue and they all burn a hole in the carpet, why do we want that on our skin? Because whether you like to believe it, your body is actually absorbing that nail glue while it's sitting on the surface of your nails. This website is absolutely unsafe, and just to show you how unsafe it is, people are getting sick by simply opening up a TEMU package.
Putting gloves on BC, someone said they got hands, foot, and mouth disease by opening their TEMU package.
Hand, foot, and mouth disease?
Broken packaging literally smelled like formaldehyde gives you cancer.
But why would you want those on your head? Like, smells like formaldehyde, could give you cancer. Put them headphones on. I couldn't.
Doesn't even work.
That was a positive haul. I don't trust TEMU. Had hands, foot, and mouth disease. It was hell. For any of you guys that don't know what that is, I'm gonna show you.
Today we're talking hands, feet, and mouth disease. Hand, foot, and mouth disease is a viral illness that affects children and adults. And when it affects adults, it can be pretty gnarly for them. Typically presents in the summer and fall months. Think camp, daycare. So hand, foot, and mouth disease typically starts off with a prodrome, meaning that you start feeling ill. Fevers, sore throat, diarrhea, vomiting. Then, a couple days later, you can get a rash like this. This is a blistering, pustules or pimple-like rash on the hands, feet, and mouth.
Pustules? Pimples? From a Temu package?
Everyone always says go to the Goodwill bins. You'll get so much good stuff for cheap. What they don't tell you is you could get hand, foot, and mouth disease, like I did 2 weeks ago from digging around in the bins for 4 hours.
Hand, foot, and mouth disease is caused by strains of the Coxsackie virus, which can live on a surface for hours. And yes, it's a virus, so antibiotics won't help. The only thing we can do is wait it out and do supportive therapy.
This is crazy, and it's also equally crazy to assume that this is completely from a Temu package, but you also have no idea where these items are coming from, what conditions they're coming from. You actually don't know if these items, when you put them on your body, if they're going to give you hives. It seems like great luck when they don't, but I like when I don't have to worry about it. Like, I don't have to worry about that happening. All the signs are there, but a lot of you guys just don't want to believe it. How badly do you want cheap crap that just simply falls apart on you? It sucks because you're also willing to risk part of your health just to simply order off of Temu. This company is preying on you by kind of like luring you in with really cheap products and then stealing your information and also making you sick. They know that life is extremely expensive and they dangle these cheap priced items right in front of your face to entice you, all while making you potentially very sick in the meantime. All of those statistics about those very high levels of toxic chemicals, they were not a joke. That's not fake. So when I watch somebody say that they potentially got hand, foot, and mouth disease from a Temu package, it doesn't sound that far off. Temu at this point is worse than Shein. It is the worst form of fast fashion. Unethically sourced items, forced labor. I cannot in good conscience ever support this company. I really wanted to buy this big box of Temu items just to show them to you guys and laugh about it, but I cannot pay to support that company. I know how horrible it is for my own health to even own those products, and also how horrible it is for the poor people that are creating the products overseas.
Shoppers ordering cheap Christmas presents from the Chinese-owned online marketplace Teemu risk buying items made using forced labor. That is according to the chair of the Commons Foreign Affairs Committee, Alicia Cairns. Temu says it strictly prohibits the use of forced, penal, or child labor.
Well, Temu is saying that they do not condone any of this forced labor, however, not according to this article. Temu, Risk Popular website, sells forced labor goods. US lawmakers are warning of an extremely high risk that products sold on the Chinese online shopping site Temu have been made with forced labor. The claims arise from an ongoing investigation into compliance with the 2021 US law that bars the import of goods made using forced labor. Temu said that it was not responsible for third-party sellers using its platform. The online retailer sells a variety of goods, including clothing, toys, and electronics. Temu did not immediately respond to a request for comment from the BBC. It is backed by Chinese e-commerce giant Pinduoduo and has exploded in popularity since the launch in the US less than a year ago. Temu also started operating in the UK and Europe recently as part of rapid international expansion. This is the footage allegedly inside the Temu warehouse. Where are these men's shirts? Watch the Shein documentary on Netflix. I definitely should. This one comment. Oh, my Temu orders get more and more expensive. They need to go at least, I can't even say it. It's so silly. Oh, my Temu orders get more and more expensive. They need to at least go faster.
So mad at everyone who started buying from Shein when we found out that all these big brands were actually wholesaling from Shein. That meant that we were supposed to stop buying from all of them. Not that you were supposed to be buying directly from the source, because you're supporting child labor, basically slave labor, not living wages, like horrible working conditions, an insane amount of pollution.
Unless there are reasonably priced alternatives, this is poor shaming. Most people can't afford to buy the ridiculous prices with limited options that locally produced products sell at. That is very true. It does take a ton of effort to create and manufacture local products. However, that doesn't mean that consignment stores don't exist. Now, of course, purchasing local items are going to cost more money rather than buying from overseas and buying very, very cheap products. But understanding and learning that these products could potentially make you sick, they are exposing you to harmful chemicals. What are the options that we have available to us? We need to become a lot more aware of where the products we're buying from are actually being produced. Things such as consignment stores, Goodwills, Value Village, all of these spots where you can promote a cyclical fashion system where you are buying and selling within each other and you're not supporting these large big name brands that don't ethically source their products. I know it's not always glamorous to buy a t-shirt from Goodwill, and you know, there's such thing as Depop as well, where I could go and sell this shirt and you're actually saving the planet by buying someone else's shirt rather than going out and buying another poorly produced shirt. Do you know what I'm saying? But somehow, even though Teemu is under some crazy investigation, they still managed to get a bunch of Super Bowl ads this year. Like, make it make sense. Can we talk about how Teemu had another Super Bowl ad? They are under congressional investigation for the use of forced labor and has been accused of spying on customers. I don't get it. Now, I know what you're saying. Lael, everything is already from Shein and Teemu. Do you see how on Amazon they're selling that couch? Well, that couch is actually originally from Teemu, and if I just buy it on Teemu, I'm actually getting it way cheaper than the markup price that they're selling it for on Amazon. Why don't I just buy it cheaper? We've already become very aware that a lot more higher priced brands are actually buying off of Shein and then just relabeling it and selling it to you under their brand name. So at this point, it's actually not about Shein or Teemu or Amazon or Zara. It's just about fast fashion as a whole. For our own planet and our own sanity, we have to get really real about where we're actually buying our products from. All Teemu is actually doing is just feeding our overconsumption addiction, and it's horrible. Let alone the fact that these products could actually make you very sick or give you chemical burns like the nail glue. That was disgusting. That's horrible. The poor girl. Let's become a lot more aware of where we are shopping and where we're buying our products from. At the end of the day, where you're putting your money is single-handedly supporting that business. There are many small businesses that you can go ahead and support, such as the company called Reformation. They constantly share that their brand is ethically sourced, choosing to support companies that help support the creation of sustainable fashion. Now, buying more sustainably, of course, can be much more expensive. If you're buying from like a local store, it's gonna have so many more markups because they're using real products. It's taking the time. It's not being sourced all over China to bring these products over and then sell them for cheaper. But I've been shopping at thrift stores since I was a teenager. Shopping at consignment shops actually do help with this environmental fashion crisis. And you know that if a shirt can be thrown around at the Goodwill and it still looks like a good shirt, then you know that's good quality. Sometimes I'll go to thrift stores and you'll find sweaters from like the 70s, like brands that don't even exist anymore, and they have lasted forever. Now, I know that that's not glamorous, but say going on Depop, supporting a cyclical fashion system where I'm going, I don't want this shirt anymore, I'm gonna sell it, and you're gonna buy it from me instead of supporting more fast fashion, because that's what you're doing. Our skin is our largest organ and it does absorb everything. Stop buying clothes that are harmful to you and the environment. It is just not worth it. I think if it takes you a little bit more time to find ethically sourced brands and products, it makes so much more sense. Let's just get more informed about where our items are coming from so we can create a better world together. And I would never risk my life for these ugly Teemu shirts. Come on, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, you can go ahead and click here to find out why you should probably think twice before going and getting LASIK eye surgery, or you can go ahead and watch this video here to find out the horrible truth about facial fillers. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you again so much to Aura for sponsoring this video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon. Mwah.